Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Merle. In case you're new here, welcome. A while back I've seen this video of JackyOhh's where she did this cute little Popstar hybrid doll, and I thought it's such a cute hybrid, I want to make one myself. So starting out, I went to a local toy shop and just picked out this cute VIP pet doll. There was actually this teeny tiny peephole, and I had my phone on me and I just like tried to get the one I wanted, and I actually did end up getting the one I wanted. And after I had her, I tried to color match her the best I could with this Rainbow High doll. I love this Rainbow High doll. I got her a second time, a little bit after, because she is just so cute. I like her even better out of box and all those little details, and I really like her without her little denim jacket and the Doc Marten-esque shoes. So cute. After inspection and playing a little bit with them, of course, I just removed their heads by just heating up the vinyl with my blow dryer. The color of the head and the body are a little bit off, but I hope with blushing I can kind of get it to match at the end. She is so cute already. Oh my gosh. I can't stop myself from playing with her. With my 100% acetone, I just wiped off her factory paint off of her face and her ears. Unfortunately, I do not have the skill to do the face up, but I fortunately have a sister who can, so my sister's gonna take on over from here.
Hi, I am the sister, and you get to spend the next few minutes inside my brain. So here I'm unpacking some Faber-Castell watercolor pencils because apparently those work the best. Like, get yourself some good materials to get good results, otherwise you'll be super frustrated. This goes for anything. Like, everybody says, oh, you know, you don't need expensive materials to make good art. Well, guess what? You'll be real frustrated. What I was frustrated here with starting this, it just looks awful. Like, let's face it, this is horrible. I also apologize for the weird lighting. I am a single mom, and the only time I can really work on stuff like this that is not work related is at night. So you're gonna have to deal with my really bad lighting. As you do, I sprayed the whole head with Mr. Super Clear a few times. Of course, I was wearing a mask, I was wearing my gloves, and I sprayed her outside because I didn't want to inhale any toxic fumes. So after spraying the doll a few times and letting her dry completely, I started a little bit of blushing and glitter and using pastels just to see how the pigments would be picked up. And then I sketched out the eyes and everything else and just did my thing. I had no clue where I was going, what she was going to look like. I had no design plans at first, and I think you can tell. At this stage, I was so afraid that Merle would find out that I just started working on the animal head, because I was supposed to practice on the Draculaurus first, and I didn't like working on the Draculaurus at all. But at this stage, this one looked so horrible. I just had to make it look good before she came back in the morning and would be like, what have you done to this doll? It does have a happy ending though. She does turn out okay after I figured out what I was doing. So here I decided that what I was doing with the eyes was just atrocious. And because I'm lazy, I didn't want to erase everything that I was doing with acetone and start all over. I just took the paint that's inside of Posca pens and used it to fill up the whole iris area with pink paint and try something new. You can tell I'm still not quite sure where I want to go and what I want to do with the eyes. But I think after this, I figured it out, finally. Doing the eyebrows was actually really fun. I was scared of using those fine lines, but it worked out. Bam! What has happened? Why is there such a big jump? Well, let me tell you. I wanted to go to bed, and as I was walking past the table, I thought, oh, I just want to try this one little thing. And next thing I know, I was sitting down again, full on, working on the eyes and the eyelashes and everything. And at some point I decided maybe I should record this. So as you see, I'm actually using the pencil to do some of the blushing. The pastels weren't picking up how I wanted it to. So I thought, well, maybe I can just do some really unprofessional smudging with my finger, and it turned out nice. Let me know if there's an absolute faux pas or if you guys have tried that too, because I love the results. I went with a lot of purples and pinks. I didn't want her to be too pastel because I knew that she had those heavy boots, and I wanted her to be able to wear, you know, more of kind of grungy, dark colors, but also go with the really pink, cutesy vibe as well. By the way, one thing I should mention here, and I know everybody else mentions that too, but I'm not just working on those initial layers of Mr. Super Clear. I actually sprayed her in between and had to let it dry. It's tedious, but it's necessary. Here, I actually went in with blue pencil because I was feeling like everything got a little bit too monochromatic, and I wanted her to have a little more dimension, a little more pop to her eyes. Yeah, and that's why I decided blue would be a nice contrast, and it would make the eyes stand out a little more, and also give it that cool, what's that, 90s, early 2000s kind of eyeshadow vibe that's a little more, you know, princessy, pop star. I decided she needs more glitter. Everything needs more glitter. Life needs more glitter. Movies need more glitter. Dolls need more glitter. Glitter is great. I love glitter. I think that's also the reason why I am so drawn to those 80s fantasy movies. Like, has anybody seen Legend? Oh my gosh, they use a lot of glitter. Or Labyrinth. Glitter. Glitter everywhere. Speaking of sparkle, she definitely needed some highlights in those eyes, some spark, and just watching this, I'm starting to hold my breath because I was so nervous I was gonna mess those hearts up. Anybody feel that way? Raise your hand. Tell me in the comments, do you hate doing those little tiny details? And I was not happy with how the little details in her eyes looked, and I wanted them to pop a little bit more, so I went in with some Posca paint as well. Look at how those eyes pop now. Now those eyes are alive, and I'm actually liking it. I actually like how she turned out, even though the beginning was really rocky and it was all very chaotic. I really hope to do this again because it was really fun. I will pass her over to Merle to do her magic and turn her into one of her little magical babes. Also, if you think I should improve, or if you liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe, because then I get to do more of this. Please!
Thank you for the plug. Let's move on to the hair, shall we? So I really like the hair of the VIP pets. It's very soft and it's very long, but it's not very thick. So I decided to give her this gorgeous wig. I mean, look at that. Oh, if it looks that good on me, it should look that good on her too. I just cut off her hair. Unfortunately, I had to open up the back of her head because the neck is too narrow and the vinyl's too fat. So yeah, I just had to remove it, and it was relatively easy to do, and it's still very satisfying to watch the hair fluff. Due to the age of the wig, I had it, and I didn't really take proper care of it, I had to do some work. I didn't want to use fabric softener, so I did this 1:5 ratio of conditioner to water, and I just sprayed it into the hair and brushed it out with my hairbrush. After it was dry, it was so soft and it looked so much better, and I couldn't wait to continue working on the wig for the little doll. I just had to cut off the wefts. I made a wig cap out of an old pair of nylons that I had. I actually have never made a wig before. I just went off of videos that I watched. I was very happy with the outcome, even though it did look like a pair of undies. Yeah. So I decided to glue on the wefts with the hot glue gun, even though I scorched my fingers a bunch of times, but it was the quickest and easiest way, I feel like. And I just started out in the back and worked my way around the head. And when I hit the front, I just cut the fringe to size, to length. I cut it a little bit longer so I still had some wiggle room to adjust it. So for the parting in the back, I struggled a little bit because, of course, the first time I make a wig, I had to use a head sculpt with ears, but I still managed, and I used my flat iron, my teeny tiny flat iron, to just bend the wefts like that. And I actually did use that technique that I used for the part as well for the ears, so that I glued it on the inside of the ear so it looks nice, so it doesn't have like an ugly edge or like a heart line. And after some more struggling, the wig was finally done. So let's move on to the clothing. I wanted to make her dress out of this old shirt, and after I cut out the pieces, I just had to sew the little side darts. After the darts were sewn, the next thing after the darts were sewn, I just had to close up the side seam. I was very indecisive about the fabric, so I added this tiny gingham fabric and made the dress reversible. Right sides together of the fabrics, I just added the straps in between both layers and had to sew along the top part of it, leaving half of the back center seam open so that I was able to fold it like this and sew along them so that it was reversible. Yeah, and after adding a snap button, the dress ended up looking like this. So cute. But I wanted more. I wanted to give her a cute little jacket. So I cut out the pattern out of this light pink fabric, and I made this cutout in the back to give her a little shaker heart for the back. And I added some cute glitters. By the way, I'm sorry if my explanation is very rocky. It's really hard to translate what is going on in my head and express it verbally, and also do it in a different language. And I already have problems expressing my thoughts in German, so yeah. Anyways, I just added the jersey cuffs to the sleeves and also around the neck hole. It was it's very hard sewing on a small scale, but I hand sewed it and it ended up looking like this. While I was fidgeting with the zipper, I was not happy with my coat, so I switched out the middle part and I went with this glitter fabric, and I just glued in the zipper on both sides. And that's how my little jacket turned out. It's so cute. I want one for myself. It's so sparkly. For the stockings, I just took Bella Parker's, I turned them inside out, traced around it, and made myself a pattern like so, and just placed it on the fabric that I wanted, which is this pink mesh, and sewed it. So here are my little knee stockings. They're so cute and dainty. For the purse, I wanted something fluffy, so I went with this faux fur, and I made it a heart shape. I picked out some materials that I wanted to work with. So I just placed this lining fabric on top of the fur and pinned it into place. Repeated the same thing for the other fabric heart and sewing around it. Remember to leave a little opening so that you're able to turn it outside in. After I was done sewing that, I just had to hand sew the hearts together. I found this chain bead in my stash and I sewed it on like so. And now I just had to make the straps and some keychains for my bag. I had so much fun making this bag. I have all these jewelry things and all these beads that I've been collecting. And now I finally have the perfect use for them. So I just hand sewed these on and I made this really cute strap. Ah, it's so cute. And I added golden beads and this keychain and magic baby, and I love it. So yeah, now she's done. So let's head on over to the doll reveal. Ta-da! Meet Natsuko. We are so happy and so excited to share her with you. We hope you enjoyed our journey and our first ever custom doll. We love her and we had so much fun making her, so we hope you did too. We wish you a wonderful day and see you in our next video, and other fun projects are coming up. So yeah, stick around for more. Bye!
Hey, it's Big Sister again. You know I like sparkles, and I know you like sparkles, and we all love glitter, and we need more glitter and sparkles in our life. So please, like and subscribe.